EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. Well, now how about this return? And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Monte Nicholson picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Following the interception, Mayfield.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Harkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap, Fields. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Fields. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Browns, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Anthony Schwartz, the intended target.
But now it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. High throw, but he makes the catch.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
A give running right is Chubb. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 18-yard line.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Below Nichols. In there to bury him for a loss of 11. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
To throw is Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
The defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From his own end zone, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Cohen. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Off play action, Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Eddie Jackson picks it. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Cohen. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain. They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. You can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action. Mayfield. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try again with Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Chubb. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Fields now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Cohen. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Perky with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields steps away to his left. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Well, the hook up here to Allen Robinson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Fields throwing again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Mayfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Second down and 6 now from the 42. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Mayfield to throw.
He's going to look deep down the field. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. And Parkey not able to convert. This is no good. Wide to the left, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now Damian Williams to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Second and 15. Now a first throw here in overtime. Into the hands of Bird over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Out of the gun, Fields. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 more there and another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Again, Fields. And left side here, it's Graham. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Fields. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Bears, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.